Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about things that really annoy Blu-ray collectors. What is happening in the industry at the moment is that companies are essentially putting out Blu-ray releases and then announcing the 4K months later, months after the original Blu-ray release. And there is an understanding towards Blu-ray collectors that it's to capitalize on double dipping, if for lack of a better term. So companies know that they can sell you a Blu-ray, and if you really want it, you will pick it up. But it's this idea that you will buy it, and then you'll re-buy it again when the 4K is available. I think that sets a dangerous precedent for Blu-ray collectors and Blu-ray collecting in general. Because if someone spends their hard-earned money on a copy like a Blu-ray, and then a 4K copy comes out, and it's like exactly the same but higher resolution, Blu-ray collectors are like, well, I'm not going to buy any Blu-rays anymore because I know a 4K is right around the corner. And then companies won't put out a 4K because no one's buying the Blu-ray. And it gets into this dangerous cycle of, okay, why would I buy the 4K? Why would I buy the Blu-ray copy when a 4K is right around the corner, but a 4K copy won't come out because nobody's buying the Blu-ray? And it's like this endless cycle of like, well, one has to give. So it really annoys us when we have to buy a copy twice, and we've bought it like a month or two before, and then they say, oh, by the way, we have the 4K coming out. Do you know you can buy the 4K? It's like, yeah, I would have bought the 4K if you actually had it on offer when you originally shipped it. And this is a problem with the whole industry, whether it be gaming or mainly Blu-ray. So with Blu-ray, it's like, I get double dipping means more money. I get that means you can sell the same copy twice. But it also means the fan base will not trust you if you do that. Like, I remember they did it with, what's it called? 123, what is it called? It's the one with, what's his face? The guy from Jaws, taking off Pelham 123. Yeah. So, is it Robert Shaw? Is that his name? I think it's Robert Shaw. But, yeah. The Taking of Pelham 123 came out on Blu-ray, and I was like, yeah, I've got to have that. Like, that is one I've waited for. And then a couple of months later, they said, oh, by the way, 4K is coming out. You know 4K is coming out. You can have the 4K version. You can have this in 4K. And at that point, I was just like, I don't care. I just bought the Blu-ray. Like, you ruined the opportunity to sell me the 4K when you put out the Blu-ray version. Because now I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm not going to buy that now because you sold me the Blu-ray version. And I'm disappointed in myself I didn't just wait until the 4K, but they hadn't even announced the 4K. And it just really annoyed me to the point where I was just like, you know what? I don't care about the 4K. I'm just going to have it on Blu-ray and I will watch it that way. Like, you ruined the opportunity to sell me that copy because I don't trust you as a company now. And you might say that, I think it was, well, I trust the company. Where is it? Where is the Pelham 123? It'd be an action or something, or drama? Where is it? There it is. I can see it right in front of me. Kino Lorber. So it was Kino Lorber who did it. Okay, I'll see if I can get it out. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to pull it off the shelf, and I'm going to show you. But yeah, Taking of Pelham 123. Great movie. But the fact that they didn't just ship the 4K alongside it and give me the option to buy which one I preferred, it meant I wanted to buy this one because I didn't even know if 4K was in the pipeline. And it meant that, yeah, there was a bit of desperation and a bit of day one buy, but this is why Blu-ray and physical media collecting is in the shape it's in, because you'll want to buy the best you can get, and when they ship it, they say, "Oh, this is the best you're going to get," because yeah, there's no plans on the horizon. Wink, wink. There's no plans on the horizon to release a 4K copy, but yeah, we're putting it out on Blu-ray here, so you'll have the chance to own it. And then a couple months later, they double dip and say, "Oh, by the way, we're putting it out on 4K." Well, I ain't buying your 4K because you sold me this one. And this is the one I'm going to watch from now on. I don't care. And yeah, there's no problem with lower resolution. 1080p still looks beautiful on a 4K TV. And yes, you might say you get a bit more resolution out of 4K. And I'm a 4K collector. I know the benefits of 4K. But the fact that I paid my hard-earned money on this, they really shouldn't have double dipped. They should have had both ship at the same time and then give me the option to choose which one I preferred. And that's a dangerous precedent for the industry where I have to rebuy movies that I've recently bought. Just ship them both at the same time or not at all. How about that? So That's why Blu-ray collectors don't trust major companies anymore. That's why some of them say, I'm not buying day one. I'm not even going to buy the first year because I don't know if they're going to put out a 4K. I don't know if they're going to do something weird. I don't know if it's going to run properly. I don't know if they've done some shoddy remaster or something. I don't know what I'm actually going to get. And so a lot of people in collecting communities rely on YouTubers like myself or Jeff or whoever. Jeff from Films at Home, that is. Rely on people like that and rely on people like me to tell you if it's good or not. And a lot of us will just say, we believe you should experience it yourself. But a lot of you guys are like, no, but I don't want to spend my hard-earned money if it's poop. I don't want to spend my hard-earned. And that's why I've been really pushing and saying something different to other collectors. That is, hey, most of these movies, like, I don't know if Pelham 123 is on streaming, but like, most of these movies are on streaming services and available in 4K on streaming. I would recommend watching that version because that's probably going to be the closest version to the Blu-ray. Obviously, Blu-ray is going to offer a bit more benefits of higher bit rates and all that. But you can essentially make up your mind by watching the streaming version first. And I'm a big advocate for, hey, if you're going to put your hard-earned money into buying a Blu-ray version, make sure you're happy with it first. Go and watch the streaming version if you must, and then I recommended that for True Lies. I recommended it in my True Lies review. Go and watch the Disney Plus version first, and then make the decision whether you want to go out and spend your hard-earned money on the 4K copy. And I'm an advocate. I think that was a great copy. I've got it in my collection somewhere here. It's in the Action collection somewhere, True Lies. I don't know exactly where I've put it. Where did I put True Lies? I put True Lies here somewhere. There it is. True Lies over here. It's right there. But something like True Lies, I would say make up your own mind. Watch the Disney Plus version. Yes, it's not going to be its high bit rate. It's not going to be this or that. But then make your own decision. Say, hey, the Disney Plus one looked alright to me. I didn't really mind the DNR, which is digital noise reduction. I didn't really mind that. I didn't mind this or that. And then it's like, okay, cool, I might buy that version. And then maybe wait for a sale if that's what... Maybe get a better price on that. So, that's what I mean, like... I'm an advocate for something of... Experience it first on streaming, and then maybe go out and look at buying it then, because at least you know what you're getting into. But also, we need to stop this reliance on double dipping. And I'm looking at people like Kino Lorber, I'm looking at people like Arrow Video, I'm looking at people like the Criterion Collection, where they will put out a great movie that we've all been waiting for. They'll put it out and say, hey, this is available on Blu-ray now, here you go. There is no plans to do a 4K release, wink wink, and hey, you will be able to own this movie. And it's like, cool, okay, I'll buy Pelham 123 because you've told me there is no plans at this time to put out the 4K. And then a couple months later, you put out the 4K. Well, you've lost my trust. And yes, it's not completely lost. Like, I will still buy Kino Lorber. Don't get me wrong. If there's a Kino Lorber release I want, I will buy the Kino Lorber release. And yes, if I saw Taking of Pelham 123 at a really cheap price and a really decent price, and it was like, okay, well, it's only a couple of dollars, so I'll pick it up on 4K, then fine, I will do that and support your company. But you shouldn't be burning your fan base by saying, oh, there's no plans to do 4K, wink wink, there's no plans to do that, but, if you buy the Blu-ray copy, we'll think about it. Don't do that to your fans. We are with you. We are collectors. We want to support your company. But each time you burn us and do like, oh, buy the Blu-ray, and then, by the way, we're going to double dip in a few months and put out the 4K. It just creates this distrust between us and you. And I know I've got a fan base I'm talking to, but I'm talking to the manufacturers and distribution guys as well. Don't burn your fans. Don't burn the ones who support your company. I've got a lot of Kino Lorber in my collection. There is a lot here that I've imported because I think they do a really good job with remasters. It just annoys me that they can do stuff like double dipping. And that's the same with Arrow, and that's the same with everything. That's the same with Midnight Factory. That's the same with a lot of things. They double dip. And I think that's not what they need to do. I think they need to say, hey, we're a niche community. If you buy it, you'll get the best version possible. We're going to put it out, and then, hey, if there is demand, we'll put a Blu-ray version out if there's a demand for it. I think that's the way to go. Put out the 4K first, and then put out the Blu-ray. Or if you say there's not going to be a 4K, then stick to it. Stick to your word and say, hey, we're not planning on it, but we might look at it in the future, like a year or 2, 3 years down the track. Then we'll be like, yeah, okay, a few years off, that's okay. But literally the next month or two, like you're going to put it out in the next month? come on. That is just... It just rubs so many collectors the wrong way. And I think it's not what companies like these ones I mentioned need to be doing. They need to be focused on keeping the fan base on their side, because we are a niche community. And once you annoy us, we'll just go to the second-hand market. We'll say, okay, well, we can't trust you anymore. We'll just go and buy it at the Salvos, or we'll go and buy it at JB Hi-Fi. We won't come directly to you because we don't trust, and we won't go out and buy the Blu-ray because we don't trust that a 4K is right around the corner. We don't trust that you're telling us it's not coming. And then the next month you do it. So I think there's some sort of distrust between collectors and the distribution people. But I also think it's not to the point where I'm not going to buy Kino Lorber, or I'm not going to buy Arrow Video. It's like, it's a minor problem. But it's also one that needs to stop, because we are your fans for a reason. And we support you for that reason, because you do give us what we want. You do give us Pelham 1, 2, 3. But don't insult us by then turning around and double dipping like a month or two later. Stick to your word, or put them both out at the same time. And that's where I want to end this one, because there's some things that really annoy me. I know I framed this video at the beginning by things that really annoy physical media collectors, but those are just some things that annoy me. And hey, maybe you disagree, maybe you agree. Drop in my comments and let me know, and I'll try to get to you in the next one, but who knows, I'll probably reply to your comments from out of nowhere, like Ollie Davis says. Peace out, catch you in the next one.